you guys doing? It's artist Avery here to give you guys my review of Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan is a really popular anime and manga series brought to us by Hajime Isayama and then was developed into a game by Koei Tecmo's Omega Force. So if you guys are not too familiar with some of the games that they developed, they brought us games such as the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, and then other anime manga based games being the Heroic Tales of Arslan, even collaborated with Bandai and giving us One Piece Pirate Warriors, and then they even coming up with a new game, and that's Berserk. So if you guys are familiar with some of those titles, definitely expect what type of game Attack on Titan is going to be. Now before I jump into the review, I want to give a big shout out to my boys Howard and Enrique. I spent a lot of my gameplay session playing with these guys, so this review is definitely for them. So now, sit back, relax, and let's jump into this review of Attack on Titan.
So jumping right into the game, one of the things I personally love is the storytelling, or how much the game has kept to the original content of the manga and anime. The big thing I definitely wanted to give them kudos on is the presentation is really unique to the game. I personally loved it. I liked how they kind of did the little cutout storyboarding, storybook kind of deal there, which is really nice. The animation choices made here was really nice. And then just kind of talking about how the Titans are breaking through the wall for the first time, and you have like the savior that comes in and rescues everyone, which is Mikasa, of course. You know, she's like the save all be all right there. She's just dopest character within the whole entire Attack on Titan franchise. But no, like getting into the gameplay of Attack on Titan is really easy and simple. Once you get the hang of everything, you start to realize how fast-paced everything is. And you spend majority of your time just zooming through the air, doing a little like walking around. And I personally loved it. One of the things though, as you start attacking the Titans, that you notice your target areas, which are your legs, arms, and of course the back of the neck, the nape there. Of course, the nape is the sweet spot. Hit that, instant kill. But aiming for the legs and the arms are equally beneficial. The legs stops them from moving, oftentimes running towards you, while attacking the arms prevents them from grabbing you, which is a big deal because when they grab you, they will squeeze the life out of you and try to devour you. I do spend a lot of my time, depending on which Titan I come across, trying to gather materials, which are going to be like a little gold nugget thing that pops up, and then try and zoom across the stage to recruit more cadets and fighters with me, which is a really cool part as well, because depending on the character that you have, Armin for sure, he has the unique skill where he can actually command of the individual recruits that you get, and that's really a nice little feature. In this case, I just really need extra people to come and do extra damage for when I activate the R2, which is the signal flare, which is actually a really good trick to use when you're running low on resources and you can't get supplies. The signal flare there increases strength and everyone attacks a single opponent, but it kind of gives you like keeps your durability gauge up a bit, increases up to, refills it for like a quarter of the way, and then honestly, as long as you continue to subjugate and kill Titans, you will remain within like your signal beacon mode, which is a really nice, because again, you don't lose resources in terms of gas in your blades, which is a big deal within the game. Like as you continue to use the gas and prepare stuff in the air, you will be using up those gas resources as you continue to attack Titans. You also will have to eventually refill your blades. So those are some key features and components of the game you will have to follow. And like, man, again, this game is so fast-paced, but like I always try to get everyone at the angles, like you want to come from behind them and stuff. This little thing right here is I spent a lot of the time also just flying through to what is known as the missions, side missions, signal beacons, because doing these side missions are important because it allows for you to rescue teammates and recruit them onto your team. But the important part, if you're trying to go for the perfect S rank, you will have to finish off the missions within the stage in order to get that. So my team right now is currently full. You can only have like 4 people on your team. But I mean, come on, it's Levi. So how I'm going to do it? Just gonna switch out that C rank there. Out the way, scrub. So I think another mission just popped up. I definitely want to like say this right now for those who jump into the game. Definitely do the story mode. Do the story mode because by doing the story mode first, you kind of get to learn how to play the game, and once you finish the story mode, it unlocks everything about the game for you. I was jumping in between the story mode and the online aspect of it, so there was a lot of things I didn't get until I beat the story mode, and this was one of them. Was that great exclamation point, which are like their dire subjugation missions where you typically come across large abnormal titans, and those are typically harder ones to kill. This right now is an easier mission just to kind of show off the features of the game, but once you do like higher difficulty missions, they are literally a lot more aggressive and ends up becoming a challenge. But by also finishing the story, you also get fire bombs. Like, come on now, how can you not love a good Molotov cocktail to throw at a titan? So then when you get, if you ever get tired of just flying around, you can easily jump into a cannon and boom, take out titans as well. So there's a lot of options in which you can actually fight the titans. You can either use your items, jump on the cannon, or directly attack them with the blades. The really crazy thing here is that titans do actually climb all over the place. They act like they have no type of sense whatsoever. Should I say no manners? I mean, get off of that building. Jesus, how rude. But you know, the game's so intense. I mean, man, I've like Mikasa's covered in blood. Like, how intense can you like get? Now it's just like resupplying and stuff, and that chant really just brings out how important it is to keep an eye on your supplies and stuff. Now I'm just gonna switch it over to Eren a bit. It's like, honestly, he's my go-to player. He's my #1 player right now. Mikasa will probably be second. As you continue to play through the game, you will start leaving out of the city, and if you come across areas that doesn't have as many buildings. So that horse, you will be utilizing that a lot, just so you can come, just travel a lot faster, considering like your Omni maneuver device only works on buildings and trees. So when you're in the open plains, you're talking about going from the horse to the titan. So it literally keeps the authenticity of the whole Attack on Titan myth and lore all together, which again, I love it so much. So one of the cool things about Eren, he is the only character that has Titan form. So my feelings is a little bit hurt that some of the other characters are not in here yet, but since the game is following season 1 of the anime, they haven't added all the other characters, you know. Just try not to spoil everything, but literally this is like the best part right there. Nice little slow-mo of Titan Eren. What's up? Get some. Like literally in Titan form, that you get to play as Titan Eren. So doing a Titan call for Eren will only be available once you beat the story mode, and it's treated as if you're doing a signal beacon call. So that's the cool thing about it. However, downside to Titan form, you do not have like extended time when you kill Titans, so it will continue to actually decrease in time until time runs out, and then you go back into normal Eren. But Titan Eren does have like a rage mode where he just like hulks out and just does major damage to everybody, which is really awesome. So the game definitely gives like all the fans of Attack on Titan like everything they really want. Really fast paced. There's a lot of Titans to subjugate and kill within the game, which is dope. And then you always get like a really awesome cutscene like right here, like super creepy. Like thing is staring directly at you. I feel like it's about to eat me right now. Like it happens every time you get to essentially like the commander with the last like normal. Remember that thing earlier I said you want to take out those arms? That tends to happen when you don't. They try to eat you. But you know, the game is really intense. You really do have to like pay attention to how you attack. I mean, you don't want to be on the left side of the Titan trying to take out his right arm, because it won't work. So I always want to pay attention to how you position, what angles you come out on that Titan. And then when you finish the mission, of course, you get your battle outcome, which grades you, of course, on your missions you completed, number of times you kill, along with your overall time. Typically, if you beat any mission under 10 minutes, S rank. The next you're given is always the your levels for your character, and then also the rank. The game itself gives you a lot. You can buy weapons and upgrade stuff as well. I definitely recommend checking it out.
So the verdict? As a fan of the Attack on Titan franchise, and even Koei Tecmo games, I personally love this. Attack on Titan does a really good job in following not only the manga, but also season 1 of the anime, while also giving us original and exclusive in-game content. On top of that, you have your fast-paced action, easy button controls, and then on top of that, the multiplayer lobby is equally amazing as well. Now, one of the downsides to the game can easily be the camera rotations, and that's just due to the fast-paced nature of the game. You will end up with a couple of wonky angles, but that's something that can be easily resolved. Another one will be the redundancy within the game, and that will come from essentially it following the first part of the anime and manga. You're limited on your stage designs and also character selections. Again, you're talking about 8 to 10 different characters you're going to be playing as. And probably the biggest one, spoilers. So if you just got into the manga and the anime, this will ruin part of the first part of it for you. All in all, though, Attack on Titan is an amazing game, and I suggest you guys check it out as well. Now, if you guys definitely enjoyed this video, definitely like it. And if you guys have something to say about the game or even the video personally, definitely leave a comment. I have no problems responding, and I definitely want to hear from you guys. And the biggest thing, if you guys want to get notified on future videos, hit that subscribe button. All in all, definitely want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch my review. Now, if you don't mind me, I do have some time to go and slay, alright? So you guys have a good one. Ciao.